Hey you all, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I already started on my eyebrows, so now I'm just going to lay my foundation down. I'm using REVLON Airbrush Effects in the color Mocha, and also this argan oil that brings shimmer to your foundation is really good. So I'm just going to add the foundation and the argan oil together on my biggest oval brush, and I'm just going to lay down my foundation. You can also use a makeup blender, a makeup sponge, or any type of foundation brush. I'm just using this oval brush because I wanted to try it out. And with foundation, you don't want to apply too much foundation because you're going to add concealer and everything on top of that. So you don't want to have a cakey face. So for my concealer, I'm using LA Girls Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze, and I'm just going to add that under my eyes, like a little triangle shape. I'm going to add it on my nose to highlight my nose, and my forehead, and my chin. So the point of concealer is pretty much to highlight like the highest points of your face. So if you have a big forehead, you don't want to add too much concealer because it's gonna pretty much highlight that you have a big forehead. So, but if you have a small forehead, you would add a little bit more highlight. And as for your chin, the same way. Like if it's small, you're gonna add more highlight, but if it's a big chin, you don't want to highlight it too much. Okay, so I'm highlighting this part of my face as well because once I do my contour, I want my jawline to pop too as well. So pretty much the contour complements the highlights. Next, I'm using a damp makeup blender, and I'm just gonna blend out the areas of where I applied my concealer. The key to flawless makeup is to make sure that you're blending your makeup very well. Like make sure that you don't see any streaks or any lines or nothing. It has to be blended out very well. So next I'm taking my Ben Nye banana powder, and I'm going to use that to set the concealer. Okay, so now with picking out setting powder. So the setting powder that I have has like a yellow color to it, and if you have like a dark skin tone, it goes perfect with our tone because it's not going to be too bright and too ashy. Now if you are lighter, you can either use, a yellow setting powder or a translucent setting powder, and it will still look good on your skin. It won't look ashy. And you're gonna want to leave your setting powder for no more than 5 minutes. The longer that you leave it on, the more your concealer will set, and the more powder that you add, the more that your concealer will set. Saying like, I guess the brighter your highlight will be, the longer and the more product that you put on there. Okay, so I don't know the name of this brush, but it's a flat top foundation brush, and I'm pretty much just going to use that to brush off all the setting powder off my face, as well as also blend in. So I'm taking this powder by Ruby Kisses in the color Ebony, and I'm going to use that for my contour. So I'm using a smaller oval brush to do that. So I'm pretty much adding the powder in between where I put the highlights on my cheekbones and my jawline, just to add some depth into my face. And I'm going to add it around my hairline on my forehead and on the sides of my nose. And with this, you also want to make sure that you're blending it in very well. So now I'm using the large foundation brush that I used earlier, and I'm using that to blend everything together. Now for my bronzer, I'm going to use NICKA K's Sheer and Glow bronzer in the color Bronze and Chocolate, and I'm using the chocolate color. And I use bronzer instead of highlight because I feel like certain highlights are too bright on my face. And I just like how this bronzer works well on my face. I like it. As you can see, the areas that I applied the bronzer were on my nose, on my cheekbones, my forehead, my chin, and my cupid's bow. And the cupid's bow is the area right above your lips. And like with everything else, you also want to blend that in very well. So when you're all done with your makeup, you're going to want to use a setting spray. So I'm using NYX Dewy Finish Spray. You're going to spray that all over your face, and please make sure that you don't get it in your eyes because I did. If you have dry skin, I do recommend you using a dewy finishing spray. If your skin tends to get oily, I recommend using a matte finishing spray. Also with foundations, if you have oily skin, I recommend using a matte foundation. Okay, so we're pretty much finished. This is the final look. I pretty much wanted to show you all a basic, natural foundation application since this video is for beginners. But I will be showing y'all another video of me doing like a full face with everything: eyelashes, eyeshadow, lipstick, everything. So I really do thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry if I'm giving y'all the creepy stare. I was actually taking pictures while I was doing this part, so you have to excuse me. But I really do thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to showing y'all further videos. So if you really like this video, then give me a thumbs up, comment below if you have any questions, and please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. See ya.